Okay, so now what we're using here is a pre-built program, and we can give this to students. They can look over the code later on, and you can build this yourself. This is good to practice your own coding, and you'll figure out how I made the two lines pretty quickly. And it's a cat sprite, doing it one way, creating a clone of itself, and going the other way as well. That is preset for the students, as is the 10-second, 20-second, and 30 seconds. So this is to track students in the class and the data they collected on how long people lasted before they melted in the Snowman Dash game. So I can use these already, and if I click on them, I can see when one key is pressed, stamp. So if I press the one key, I can fill in how many people lasted 10 seconds. With a larger group of students, you can introduce the idea that one picture on the graph can represent more than a 1-to-1 ratio. But for now, let's just take a look at the coding. So let's say that they have people who lasted longer than 30 seconds. What they're going to need to do is they're going to need to go and make a sprite. To do that, we need to go to the letters, choose the awesome text, and switch to costumes, where you can change this to 40 seconds. Now, the font is not the same as the others. If I want to check the font of the others, I can click on 30 seconds, make sure I'm on costumes, and then if I double click in it, I can see it's Helvetica. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the 40 seconds, and I would like it to be the same, so I'll change the font to Helvetica here. All right, now switch back to scripts, click the shrink. It's harder to shrink letters and words. Really got to try and get into the middle. And then to test it, I can pull it down beside the others and see if it's the same size. Still a little big, so we can shrink that. That looks good there. And I'll bring it over as close as I can. And at this point, we need to look to the others for the code. So your students can manually do this, or they can pull it down and drop it in. Changing Y by positive 45 means it's going straight up, and of course it's going to stamp. So I can't have it go on the 3 key, so I'm going to have it go on the 4 key. Go scroll down far enough, you'll find all the numbers are right there. So let's see if it works. Looks good. Now, what happens when I have to reset? Go back to the 30. We want it to go back to its original position. Probably not too big of a deal to have the exact same numbers. Obviously, the Y is more important, but the X, if it was on the same position as the 30, it would not work at all because it would be on top of the 30. So I want to know where I am right now on 40 seconds. I just look down to the XY block, X49. So if I change the X to 49, then I should be okay. Let's see what happens. Yeah. And then test out the 4, 3, make sure they fit. Looks good. So you can use this to get going with your students, and then they can continue to add more data.